President Aliyev shouldn't be welcomed in such a way, and dictators and ruthless rulers, autocrats like him, shouldn't be welcomed so warmly in European capitals. Unfortunately, this is the reality. Unfortunately, this is happening. Instead of applying sanctions against him, against other members of Azerbaijani government who took outside of Azerbaijan $40 billion, according to estimations of international organizations since 90s up to today, instead of making sure that such behavior, such corruption doesn't spread not just in Azerbaijan but is not exported to Europe, European Union. Unfortunately, instead of investigating how Mr. Volonté got around more than 2 million euros from Azerbaijani government to serve them and to basically undermine the fundamental values of the Council of Europe. Instead of going after all the MPs, all the politicians, all the bureaucrats and institutions who in a very strange way come to countries like Azerbaijan and praise rigged elections, praise the horrible human rights record, instead of checking how much corruption is behind all of this and how this undermines the fundamental values of European institutions, of European countries, how it's used then as a blackmailing mechanism, because if one politician takes money from Azerbaijani government, then other dictatorships are also using them to commit other crimes against European institutions, and that's what's done now. There is a war against European institutions, and as you know, Mr. Volonté, who was the leader of European People's Party, has been accused now officially in Milan that he has got more than 2 million euros as a bribe from Azerbaijani government. So it's not okay to welcome, President Aliyev, who stands behind all of this, as kind of a leader that deserves any sort of respect, and it's very regrettable. International human rights organizations should send letters to prosecutors and to police and to respective governments to launch investigations and check if there is anything behind, there is any corruption or any wrongdoing or crimes committed by European politicians who are coming to countries like Azerbaijan, are praising elections, rigged elections, are praising a horrible human rights record in countries like Azerbaijan, because this can have real impact.